Here's part 2 of Emma's Bachelorette weekend from last year, like over a year ago. Anyways, let's go. Saturday morning started with carbs and coffee to revive ourselves from the previous night. It was a very fun night. Oh, and mimosas because it's a batch trip. A charger broke inside of Mel's phone, so I used tweezers to get that little sucker out of there. Then we got ready and our Uber took us to the bike rental spot so that we could toot around to the different wineries. The wind felt so good, so fresh, and it really woke us up so that we actually started looking forward to tasting some wines. More alcohol, kind of rough the next day. We started at Two Sisters Vineyard, same thing, a couple of whites, a couple of reds, and here's Emma's thoughts on the first one.
Smells like fresh newborn baby. And rose petals.
We finished the tasting at the first vineyard and passed this cute mini church on our way to the next one. I can't remember the name of the second one we went to, but we ended up only eating lunch here to get a little break from the wine. At vineyard number 3, some random lady offered to take this video for us, so that's that. This vineyard was called Caroline's Cellars and had the cheapest tasting of them all. Unfortunately, it did rain, but we were able to stand under this little covering. Vineyard number 4 is Amy's favorite spot called Stratus. By the way, Amy planned this entire weekend for us and did a fantastic job, so thank you, Amy. Stratus was definitely the nicest vineyard, at least in my opinion. I liked their large, covered deck, so you can sit outside while viewing the grapes, and you can also order food. So we shared a charcuterie board before making our way back home to get ready for our evening activities. We visited Goldie's, which is a spot to take photos. There were so many thoughtfully created areas to get the perfect shot. There was neon signs, angel wings, makeup vanities, balloons with floating champagne glasses, pink fluffy boxing punch bags, and so many more. Once our photo storage got full, we headed to dinner at Wine Keller. The rest of the evening was supposed to be filled with mini golf and Ferris wheels, but Mother Nature had other plans and poured down rain on us. We tried to brave the storm by buying some ponchos, but sadly the rain was too heavy for us to continue. Not that we needed an excuse to go home and get into our sweatpants anyways. Sunday morning, we arrived at the Q Hotel and Spa in Niagara-on-the-Lake, where we indulged in a morning of relaxation, which is so nice. It's my first time at a spa, actually. So we wore our matching bathing suits to enjoy the hot tubs, the saunas, steam room, and my personal favorite was the snow room. Then we finished up our trip by taking Emma to see the falls for her very first time before we headed home, and that was the end of the weekend. Bye!